day, so they've been passing all day, lined up one after another. You can see them going upriver, eating a whole bunch of them. That was the last one I remember, that Rodney Stokes. But yeah, there's some on up above Memphis anyway. That's all the boats. But then we got the Dredge Hurley down here. This is where the casinos are. Tunica area over in here. Gold Strike and Fitzgerald's is on down here. But there's the Hurley. See, down there digging. And yeah, we got one more coming up through there, Charles Southern. So we'll probably wait on him to clear, and then we'll get rolling, maybe. We shall see. Waiting on broadcast. But see, we're backed in here. A little ways below Memphis. What is that? 15 miles below Memphis or so. Back in here. We got one behind us waiting to go down too, but we're the end of the line because they shut down the river up there at Carruthersville, so there's nothing coming down behind us. We were hit. We were running out by ourselves, but ain't nobody with us. That's the way it was last southbound trip. I was telling Bill, the pilot on here, boats was crashing behind us. Kind of unsettling feeling. But we got the river to ourselves when we do get running, so that'll be nice. Instead of running in a convoy, we'll have the river to ourselves. So, like I said, it's a little unsettling at this stage because we're finding our own spots. But I know where they're at, and I pointed out to Bill, kind of went over everything I saw last time down and up and all that. So we'll get her down there. But the next couple of days are definitely going to be challenging. Very challenging. Very challenging. But anyway, I look forward to it. Look forward to the challenge. We'll get her done. Embrace it. Embrace it. Don't fear it. Embrace it. Yeah, it's always easy to say. But I do. I do. I see good. Sunset. We'll get to see it in the dark down here. We get to run this tight area down through there in the dark. So it'll add to the skill level required, I guess. We'll see if I can eat my spaghetti and wait on the Coast Guard to decide what they're going to do with us. Let us go or make it set. The Walmart stool was getting wiggly. Well, not that way, but it wasn't sturdy. It was getting wiggly. It was, not secure. So the chief look what the chief engineer did. Tell me that ain't good. Chief hooked me up. He stiffened that thing up good. And then he even sanded it off. And got it all smooth around the edges. Yeah. That old girl's stiff now. He stiffened it up. Heck yeah, we're set now. My shirt. There. Well, let's sit up right there. Anyway. Yeah, I'm out of uniform tonight. It's a Sunday night, so I'm in a less than formal attire. But yeah, he picks me up. Back rolling again, finally. I got tracks to run. I got a southbound right there, and Adrian went down. I got Tiger run that Crimson Gem. I got track on him northbound. So I got some tracks to run down through where they're dredging down here. We had to wait on all those northbounders, but now we're going to run. And I got tracks on them down through there. So I kind of know where we need to be. These electronics, man, it helps out. I mean, I know some of those guys that don't There's some guys that don't like running tracks, or they don't like talking about it. They don't like, they don't like following boats down or act like they do. But, I know that's good water where that boat went. It's just, not using all the tools you have is just ignorant, I think. I know some of these guys that I've heard, I don't think it's as common now, but it used to be that some of these old school pilots, when they were training new guys, they'd just make them run off radar and wouldn't let them use this tool. This is a tool that we have that is very valuable and very good. And knowing how to run it, knowing how to run the river with it, it helps. That's a very good tool too. These are all tools we use. You don't take a tool out of the tool chest and then teach it, I just disagree with that. You use all the tools that you have available. We have better tools now than we used to. So the way I was taught was different than the way I would teach somebody now. It's just different. We have more electronics, better navigation equipment, and all that stuff. But that's that city of Louisville. He's the last one coming up out of there. Anyway, just kind of me ranting about it. But we've been sitting all day waiting to go down. So now then, I was hoping to see it this morning in daylight and get down through there, but they held us up because we were so far behind. We were running by ourselves. Anyway, headed down, and we will. Pretty moon. We will. See how it goes. I will say this, man, especially after posting a video that I posted. I posted about making Island 14 and that boat crashing. Hey, man, this video vlog where I'm at is below Memphis, and we've got the most treacherous stretch ahead of us. So, I just don't, I don't know how it's going to go. There's times when I feel I shouldn't be uploading all this stuff and showing these conditions until I know how if I make it down safely. But this way, hey man, y'all are getting the real story, man. This is it. Southbound on the lower Mississippi in the extreme lower river. It's a stressful job. I'm not gonna lie. It's a weird thing. It's like, it really does fit. The old saying that Twain said, I've repeated it many times. Something along the lines of, hours of boredom with moments of terror type deal, and that's the way it is. It's a lot of. We want a boring watch. That's what I want. I want to watch where I'm sitting up here listening to podcasts and videotaping and not sweating it. But to be real honest, there's times when it's just you got to really pay attention and use all the skills that you have to make it safely around some of these turns and such. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm enjoying doing the videotaping and the commentary, or the comments that I've been getting back on my commentary on the videos. But it makes it a little nerve-wracking. I'm not gonna lie, it makes it a little nerve-wracking knowing that, especially when I got so many people watching what I'm doing. Put it on display. But I always said I was a show pony, so I like showing what I do. I do better when people are watching. It seems like when I know that the pressure's on, it kind of, I don't know. I think I do my best work under pressure. So anyway, there's that. But cruising down the creek, spitting all my opinions. You have a lot of time to think, that's for sure. In the wheelhouse up here 12 hours a day by myself. Come on, man. You can get a little time to think. I'm seeing something popping on radars. Yeah, scatter. Look at scatter out there. Anyway, yeah. So I got 24, 30 foot of water. We're good here. It's like I said, it's just, spots here and there. And, known spots, known areas where it's going to get shallow. Man, we just deal with it. City of Louisville passing in the moonlight. think it's a curvy boat. Pretty sure it's a curvy boat. That's pretty. Pretty sight. Pretty sight. Yeah, and I got comments on my classical music when I was making. The only main reason I put that on, I like to listen to something. I really do like classical music, but that's not my go-to. It's just I don't get demonetized. It's not copyright issues when I upload my videos, and then it's something I like. I do like listening to music, and sometimes I listen to that concentration wave music or wave sounds or whatever. I listen to that. Or a white noise type sound for concentration, but classical music is really good. Lately though, my go-to listening is MF Doom. If you hadn't listened to MF Doom, he passed away. He's a rapper, but he's an unreal lyricist. He's just, I love him. Been listening to all kinds of MF Doom and his story, the backstory and everything about him, and anti-establishment and all that stuff. He's just a different type fella, but lyrics are unreal. Rap snitches, niches. That's my favorite of his. Yeah. And the remix of his stuff with Sade is really good. Anyway, beautiful night. Just imagine that right there. You could do some. It's just, you put you in a state of mind. The constant rumble of the engines. It's just it's not too loud. It just sounds good. It's just a soothing feeling to me running like this southbound and seeing the river and the moonlight. It gives you a chance to really reflect. Anyway, all right. Well, we'll be cruising down the creek. We're headed down. Where we are is in between Memphis and Tunica area, and where the river closure was, it's one-way traffic now. The Dredge Hurley, he's down there around. You can see it's like right. I'm thinking right across from the Gold Strike area, Tunica, out in like you can see it up above the trees, the tree line and stuff. But that's kind of the area in between Gold Strike and Fitzgerald. Anyway, cruising. We're coming past the Dredge Hurley. I'm not getting it done. Wipe my camera lens off a little. Dirty. A little better. Anyway, see him, he's dredging. They've been dredging that right there. That's where it was shallow. So we kind of have to drop around him there. On radar. And then this crossing back here behind me, the DeSoto front, right here. That's the only place that it was a shutout rainstorm. We didn't have electronic charting back then. We just had radar. And it was old Decker radar on that Ron Shankham. And I was in that crossing and there was a stairs room, and I had the radar shut out on me, and I was coming across that crossing. I didn't know what the hell to do, man. I couldn't see a thing. It was the nighttime. It was shut out rain, and then my radar was shut out. I couldn't see a thing, and we didn't have electronic charting. And I froze up, man. Cat Merler was steering me, and like I said, I was a Cub pilot. See, you see the gold stripe in the background, Tunica, and that's the dredge Hurley. The dredge was a Tunica casino in the background. As we come around, he stopped. He stopped and we're moving. That's what just ends up so optical illusion. Yeah, optical. Alright. Not great camera work, sorry, trying to pay attention. The dredge. Dredge Hurley. Anyway, this is pipeline now. Outflow. And a little too dark to see. Anyway, here at Finley, as we come on down through here, she's tight and shallow, but that's expected. Pretty boat, pretty vessel, dredge. Ain't getting it done over there. Pipeline outflow. Anyway, pay attention. Oh yeah. Pinnacle. Pinnacle. Yeah, there's a Gold Strike and Fitzgerald's is on down. Tunica.